no one's coming. Nobody. No one's going to come push you forward. No one's going to show up and tell you to turn the television off. No one's going to knock on your door and push you to get outside and exercise. Nobody's going to come, remind you to apply for that job you've always dreamed of. No one's coming to sit down and write that business idea for you. It's all on you. You've got to stand up and walk towards that obstacle. Whatever that obstacle may be, move in its direction and go face it. You might succeed or you might not, but either way, you will come out better on the other side. Every young man reaches a turning point when he realizes that no one is coming to save him, and that's when he finally starts becoming a man. Sadly, some boys never arrive at that point. They stay boys forever. Nobody really cares about your excuses, and I mean that in the most encouraging and motivating way. You might believe everyone is watching you, and that belief controls a lot of your thinking. But in truth, people are too caught up in their own lives to worry about yours. Nobody has time to sit around worrying about what you're doing. Look around. There was never a perfect support team behind you. It was always just you. There was no magic weight loss program. No parent waking you up each morning with motivational words. You weren't being fed belief. You built belief in yourself when you had nothing but your own will. I found myself in a place I never imagined I'd end up. Every morning, I'd wake up with crushing anxiety. I barely recognized who I had become. The strange thing about feeling stuck in life is that deep down, we usually know what we should do. That's the easy part. The real question is, how? How do you push yourself to do what needs to be done when you're afraid, overwhelmed, anxious, hopeless, or drowning in sadness? That's the big question. We only tend to do things we feel like doing in the moment. Things that give us comfort or relief. Unless you understand that you must become your own parent, your own motivator, your own biggest supporter, then you're unlikely to make your dreams a reality. We're not naturally wired to push ourselves. You weren't like that as a kid, and that won't magically change just because you're an adult now. There's freedom in realizing that you'll always need to give yourself a little push. Most of us don't want to be left alone with just our own thoughts. That's why we scroll on our phones, watch TV, or keep ourselves busy. We're trying to avoid being alone with who we really are. You have to start becoming someone you're comfortable being around. Learn to be okay in your own skin. I've trained almost my whole life by myself. No one clapped for me. No one handed me awards. I did it alone. And even though I'm still hard on myself, I know deep down what I accomplished. If you want to build something meaningful in this life, you'll often have to walk the path alone, even if you eventually work with others. You have to be able to walk solo, make tough decisions, and take those lonely steps. Here's the tough truth. Nobody cares that you don't have time to practice. Nobody cares that you didn't grow up rich. No one's concerned about the rough neighborhood you came from. People don't care about your problems the way you think they do. Stop throwing yourself a pity party. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. The only person who can save you is you. It seems like every time I grow as a person, it starts with falling into a hole, or digging one. Then I sit in that hole and realize that no one's coming to pull me out. If I want out, I've got to build my own ladder. It's not easy to admit that you're in charge of your life and that no one's coming to rescue you, but that's what works. Take Kobe Bryant's words. Boos don't block dunks. That means you can get so good that nobody can stop you, no matter how loud they criticize. Every person who has achieved something great has gone through the exact moment you're in right now. The lonely chapter, the part where you no longer relate to your old friends, but haven't yet earned the success to attract new ones. You question if it's worth it. There are no signs, no applause, just the silence and doubt. But remember, haters showing up might be the only sign you're moving forward. Here's the thing. If you've been waiting for someone to pick you, to give you a chance, to pull you out of the crowd and say, "You're the one," stop. It's not going to happen. Once you hit adulthood, it's all on you, your life, your responsibility. We can't live your life for you. We can't walk your path. The journey has to come from within. It doesn't matter what others think. It's your life. But if that's true, then you must be ready to pay the cost that comes with it. You'll face seasons where absolutely no one is around to support you, lift you, or give you help. No one will come and save you. You'll have to drag yourself out of that hole and do the hard work. Every part of this journey is about ownership, discipline, and grit. Nobody's going to walk out of the forest and say, "Hey man, I got you. Let me take care of all this for you." It doesn't happen that way. I had to do it on my own, just like the next person will. You have to save yourself. I won't tell you it's easy. It's not. But you must accept responsibility. You've got to learn to stand on your own 2 feet. Often in life's battles, you must coach yourself, motivate yourself, lead yourself. You've got a long journey ahead. You'll soon find that despite everything your father did or didn't do, despite all that happened to you, in the end, it's on you. You must either grow or spend your life blaming others. Look in the mirror and ask, what needs to change so I can succeed? Most people don't want to do that. It's easier to make others wrong. As for me, I've never minded being alone. I've never feared taking risks because I spent so many years alone anyway. Everything felt like a risk. Going to school, going outside, speaking up. But that's life. People struggle with solitude. But the road to excellence is not crowded. It requires walking a path that most people won't. Instead of resisting that, embrace it. If everyone is cheering you on, you're probably not doing anything exceptional. You're just fitting in. But if you feel alone, unsure, a little scared, that's often a sign that you're on the right path. You'll need to enter a dark, quiet space within your mind. A space where you ask yourself, what truly matters to me? You'll lose some friendships along the way. You'll feel alone in the middle, not yet knowing who you'll be on the other side. That lonely middle is a chapter almost every successful person has gone through. You have to start now. Break away from the crowd. Spend time alone. Give up short-term comfort for long-term greatness. I realized no one was coming to save me. There was no miracle on its way. I had to do it myself. It's nearly 3 a.m. as I write this. There's always going to be a party. Friends will always invite you. Bars will always be open. But the window to work toward your dream, that won't stay open forever. The chance to build something special, that's rare. I'm talking about these quiet hours, these hidden efforts, Everyone sees the big wins. No one sees the silent grind. But there's power in that. There's pride in that. There's confidence that builds when you're quietly moving ahead while others are sleeping or partying. Successful people know how to be alone. When I get time by myself, I can reflect, pray, think deeply, and understand my own patterns. I learn where to focus my energy and how to take action. That kind of clarity, it's a superpower. Spending time by yourself lets you have conversations with the one person who will always be with you. You. But most of us avoid those moments. We fear the thoughts that come up when we're alone. Confuse being alone with being lonely. But there's another word we've forgotten. Solitude. Solitude and loneliness may look the same, but they're very different. Solitude is strength. Loneliness is fear. I don't admire many people, but the few I do are those who were different, even among other greats. They were the ones unafraid to stand alone. I'm comfortable in my own mind. I can spend hours, even days alone, and I'm okay with that, because in the end, the one person you'll always be stuck with is you, and no one is coming.